So just recently, we had a sit-down interview between Matthew McConaughey and Timothy Chalamet. It was brought together by Variety and CNN. It was kind of like a town hall type of event. And I gotta say, it was a very enjoyable watch. It did not feel like a 70-minute interview. It wasn't choppy or chunky. It flowed well. And it seemed like a genuine interaction for being in front of a live studio audience. And listen, maybe they were acting to put on a show, but regardless, I was entertained. And it didn't take long for me watching this to just start thinking, wow, we need another iteration of this sit-down interview, but it has to follow the same formula with two actors that have incredible rapport between each other and that have acted side by side in the same film, and said film should be a cult classic, at least preferably. So right off the dome, this is what I got. So the most obvious answer is probably Matt Damon and Ben Affleck for Good Will Hunting, School Ties, Dogma, Air, but it's really just their friendship and their relationship, because when you think of best friends in Hollywood, they're one of the first to think of. So I would say they'd probably be the front runner, but I think there's plenty of other options if you do decide to dig deeper, like Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, Step Brothers, Ricky Bobby, Anchorman 2, and they definitely are friends outside of work, so I think they would just have us rolling the entire time if we were able to get those two to sit down. A couple others that I got was Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum for 21 and 22 Jump Street. I love those films. I probably value those more than most people, but I think those two sitting down, they have a huge collection between each of them individually, but just the Jump Street movies, every time I turn them on, I'm dying laughing. So I think an interview between those two would be awesome as well. And then Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn for their work in Wedding Crashers and The Internship. And I think they definitely have a couple more together, but those are the first two that I could think of. Those guys, man, I feel like they might be low-key becoming forgotten, which is crazy to say because they each had such a wild run, and I think an interview between those two would really spark a lot of memories of how absolutely hilarious they are and how of incredible actors that they are each individually. Also, another key aspect that made the Chalamet and McConaughey interview so amazing was location, because Tim and Matt, they were at the UT, University of Texas campus, so location needs to have a connection between the interviewees, no matter who it is, but it has to have some type of connection. For instance, if we got that Ben Affleck, Matt Damon interview, it would absolutely have to be in the Northeast, preferably Boston, but there's no contest. It would have to be in the Northeast, and thankfully there's a ton of amazing colleges and universities there. Like they could host it at MIT, Harvard, Boston College, or really any Ivy League school in the area. I think that would be just absolutely amazing if they could connect all those dots and bring them together, but all the other combos that I said, I'm sure there's a common location for them as well. And then just nitpicking, at least on the Chalamet and McConaughey interview, ideally a few less audience questions and just more convo between the two stars, because the questions that were asked were just way too basic and it took a little bit of time away from the guys actually just talking and being guys. So definitely go ahead and check out the McConaughey-Chalamet interview, and if they do it again, who do you want to see get interviewed? Drop a comment.